All right, hello my friends. Welcome to, where are we? Part 3? Part 3 of the Pete Townshend Schecter Eminence front Telecaster. And you've just watched the time lapse of me, getting to this point. We have the pick guard installed, the pickups installed, the electronics installed, everything's wired and soldered up. We have the electro socket jack installed. I did have to special order some screws, the 6/32 or 6/32s, however you prefer to say it, screws. They're the same ones that Fender uses to hold their pickups in their pick guard, Telecaster, Stratocaster pickups in the pick guard, but also their switches. And this awesome black switch assembly that I pre-wired assembly that I ordered came with chrome screws, and this thing's gonna have black the entire way. We're gonna have a black neck plate we're gonna put on today, black neck screws. We'll go over that. I did buy some Dunlop strap buttons, and faithful viewers of my channel will know that I despise the Dunlop strap locks themselves. I think they're just utter garbage. They failed on me twice. But they make a nice oversized strap button, and I'm just going to put the buttons on, and when I sell this guitar on, whomever the next owner is can use the Dunlop strap locks if he wants, or just use these nice oversized. They're kind of Charvel Jackson-ish in their profile, but the price was right. Amazon, cheap, like 10 bucks, and they're black. They look nice. You have the black Clousons tuning machines to go on there, and those will really look the part on the Telecaster neck. Really nice piece there. I do have the bushings so that the Clousons will fit in the neck. Has, hang on one second. The neck is drilled for the more modern tuners with a 10mm holes drilled through here, so you just have to know that and get the retrofit bushings. The ones that come with the Clousons will not fit. I'm trying to see, there's like a little something, a little hair, a little something in there. Anyway, you see me do all that. Do another time lapse, get all of this going. You know, we'll peel off the tape and peel this off. We're gonna get our tuners mounted. We get the neck mounted, and get this thing. Boy, that one looks really low. That's really weird. So there's kind of, oh, I see what they did. That's nice of Goto to do that. There's kind of a sort of a semi setup in the bridge right out of the box, where the two outer saddles are lower. Makes a little bit of an arc. I think it's probably going to get you in the ballpark. That's probably set up for a very steep, like a Fender type of, a 7 1/4 type of radius would be my guess. And I just noticed that just now, but that's pretty cool. And anyway, get us in the ballpark. So yeah, we're gonna get the neck mounted, tuners mounted to the neck, get the neck mounted, get it strung up, set up, play it, and get it out of here. All right. So yeah, awesome. All right, so almost 30 seconds of time lapse. Was more like 2 hours for me. We got the strap buttons installed. Nothing to that. We got the neck bolted on. We got the tuners mounted and the string trees. And I don't know if you noticed, tough to tell in the time lapse, but I did not need the bushings, the oversized bushings. I tried the ones that came with it, and they fit very tightly, and I actually had to use my my reamer here, my StewMac reamer, to open up the holes a little bit, even to tap those in. I was afraid I was going to break the headstock there. So this must be drilled for the standard size Fender hole, which is smaller than the 10 mil. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, you saw me. I pre-drilled all my holes. I used a little wax, and I just used chapstick because it's wax. This one is particularly greasy, I guess is the word I would use. When you're putting in these tiny little screws, I taped off the screws so that we're not drilling through the peg head, and I measured to drill this, exactly the right depth into the neck. And I don't measure, when I measure the screws, how far the screws come through the body, I do not measure the point, just the threads on the screw, because I want that last little bit to really bite in there. I've given this just a quick, obviously we've strung it up. D'Addario 9 to 42 coated strings. All of my guitars get coated strings. But yeah, right out of the box, plays pretty well. I did put a neck shim in there, and I found that the truss rod was completely loose. So I need to start checking those when I get these from the manufacturer. This guitar needs to sit for a few days and kind of acclimate to becoming a guitar. We've bolted 2 pieces together, we've strung it up, so I like to let it sit like this. And I know, but sitting like this is not in the playing position. I will put it in the playing position and tune it and stretch the strings over several days before I go to do the final setup. But yeah, that's just something I like to do. I like to let it sit for several days in the shop here, just to kind of, like I said, get used to the idea of being a guitar. So anyways, let's hang on just 1 second here. All right, so just a little demonstration here. This thing plays really great, like I said, right out of the box, One clam in there, but you can hear. I got a little bit of buzziness in through here that I have to work out, but yeah, pretty happy with how that turned out. Thanks to Brady Clark, my cameraman, for filming that tiny little demonstration. I will do a proper demonstration on this guitar before it leaves the metal shop. But yeah, overall, very, very happy. Any other tips and tricks that I could think of there? Measure. Use a little bit of wax on your screws. Pre-drill every single screw hole. Just, yeah, take your time and be precise. It's really not, you could do this yourself. You could build this yourself. I have a little shim in here that I may be taking out. Like I said, I've got a little bit of buzziness, really just in the low E string. Oh, and I don't know if you saw me or not, but the nut slots were, it's not, they were cut, but I think they got filled with clear coat right from the factory. And I found I've got a little bit of, I don't know, I'd call it schmutz up in here that needs to be cleaned off the fretboard I just discovered. But yeah, so there is the final part in the assembly of the Pete Townshend Schecter Telecaster, the Eminence front Telecaster. I hope you've enjoyed this brief little series building this guitar. I've really enjoyed it. This thing is nice. Black on black on black. I really like the way that this guitar came out and how it looks. So as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Please hit me up in the comments. Still reply to all my comments. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and hit me up with that thumbs up as well. It really helps the algorithm to push my videos and helps me to grow the channel. All right, so once more, the Pete Townshend Eminence front Telecaster Schecter replica. Hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I have enjoyed building this. All right, my friends, take care. Bye-bye. If you're still here, I have one just minor postscript. I've just gotten done setting up the intonation on this, and my goodness, what a joy just to get the screwdriver right here to set that intonation so easy. I mean, Leo Fender really, he got it right. He just did. And these tuners were also a joy. These are the safety tuners where you shove the string down in and then just wind it around. It's so simple. I don't know how we got away from this. I guess, you know, we need locking tuners now, and we need, you know, Tune-O-Matics and Floyd Roses and all these things that are just difficult. But this, let me tell you what, setting up the intonation, stringing up this guitar was easy, and it was just a joy. So thank you to the late, great Leo Fender for just making, you know, a great guitar. And they really haven't improved on that much in, what, 70 years now. All right? Take care, my friends.